Welcome back to our channel, where we explore groundbreaking ideas. Today, we dive into Lesson 3 of Marxist Philosophy. Top-level thinking in Marxist philosophy. This is the ice shroom, purchased for 250 suns. The adversarial relationship between it and the zombies is a form of connection between different entities. Entities that exist within a connection inevitably interact with each other. This interaction can be material or spiritual. On the material level, both the plant and the zombie exist in the same material world. The gravitational force between them changes the positions of their molecules, even if this positional change is negligible. On the spiritual level, the plant's hostility toward the zombie causes it to change its behavior and launch an attack. However, whether on a material or spiritual level, interaction inevitably leads to movement and change in entities. At the same time, interaction inevitably leads to the development of entities. The essence of development is the emergence of new things and the demise of old things. For example, as battles intensify, the existing plants are no longer sufficient to meet the demands. New plants are needed to fulfill the combat needs. New things emerge from the old. They retain the rational elements of the old while incorporating new aspects that the old could not accommodate. They possess new elements, structures, and functions that adapt to the changed environment and conditions. Meanwhile, the various elements and functions of the old things are no longer suited to the changes in the environment and objective conditions. Thus, they inevitably face extinction. Entities that exist in connection, through mutual interaction, inevitably undergo the process of new things emerging and old things perishing. This is an inevitable trend of development. This is because new things fundamentally align with the interests and demands of the people. Thus, they are bound to triumph over the old. Therefore, development is an upward-moving process. It is promising and follows the direction of history. However, in the process of development, the emergence of new things and the demise of old things do not happen instantaneously. Instead, they occur after an accumulation of quantitative changes, leading to a qualitative leap. Here, three concepts are involved: quantity, degree, and quality. When the old thing is still within the scope of quantitative change, its scale, degree, speed, and other numerical relationships can be represented by quantity. The threshold between quantitative change and qualitative change is called the degree. The degree can also be seen as the limit of the critical point. It represents the scope and range. Quality, on the other hand, is the intrinsic property that distinguishes one entity from another. We can observe that in the process of an entity achieving qualitative change, quantitative change is a necessary preparation. This is the first relationship between quantitative change and qualitative change. Qualitative change is the inevitable result of quantitative change. This is the second relationship between quantitative change and qualitative change. Within the overall process of quantitative change, there exist partial and staged qualitative changes. This demonstrates the interpenetration between quantitative change and qualitative change. This is the third relationship between quantitative change and qualitative change. The development of things can be seen as a cycle of the emergence of new things and the extinction of old things. This process is also a cycle of gradual change alternating with leaps. It illustrates that quantitative change and qualitative change are interdependent and interconnected. So, what is the internal driving force of development? In the process of development, what stages must new things go through as they emerge from the old? Surely, you've already thought of part of the answer. Let's continue in the next episode.